YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing great today. My first YouTube video, I felt like a tattoo video would be the best for me. I was like, that sounds like a good starter video for my channel. One, because I wasn't really sure what to film, and two, that I have a good amount to make a video about it. We're just gonna start with my first tattoo to my last. I think I have 12 tattoos in total. I want so much more, but like everyone who has tattoos knows that tattoos cost time and money. Two very important things in this life that we all live in. So I'm just gonna talk about the tattoo itself. I'm gonna show you the tattoo, and then talk about, I guess, the pain, how much it costed me, and yeah, all those fun things. So for my first tattoos, I got when I was 18, and I was with my cousin, and she kind of just texted me one day and she was like, hey, let's get tattoos, like I really want to get a tattoo. And I was just like, oh my god, okay. And I didn't really like think about, I didn't have like an idea of what my first tattoo was gonna be, so I pretty much had 2 days to figure out what I wanted, and I think I had like $100. For my first tattoos, I got these little triangles on my wrist. So, short story behind that, I was born on May 21st, so that supposedly is a cusp between a Gemini and a Taurus. So I'm technically Gemini and Taurus. And so these are the elements of both zodiac signs. That's it. I think if I could take it back, like, not the moment, the experience and the moment and the person I got the tattoo with, that's what makes me like appreciate the tattoo. And I'm like, okay, yeah, like every tattoo has a story and the reason why you got it, or like who you were with when you got it. So if I could put something else in this spot, I 100% would. But it's okay, it happened, and you move on with your life. The pain for this, I don't really remember because I was 18 and it's really small. And so I think I'm gonna go with maybe a 1 or a 2 because it's like on my wrist, and the wrist is kind of a more sensitive area. And so yeah, I'm just gonna go with like either a 1 or a 2 with these guys. And I think it took like 2 minutes to do. Really quick, super easy, and yeah. For my second tattoo, I got a moon. I got this moon on my chest. It's super cute. It's really thick. It used to be thinner, but over time tattoos tend to spread, especially if your tattoo artist is really heavy-handed. So sorry, I'm like sitting on a comforter to like boost me up because I'm sitting on my bed and my phone is on my windowsill. Yeah. This one, me and my cousin were at a concert in Vsco, which is downtown. If you're from Maui, you know. And we're at a concert, and it was just really boring, and we're like kind of annoyed because we're so bored, and we're like, okay, we don't want to be here. So my cousin at the time didn't have any tattoos, so she was like, I kind of want to get a tattoo. And I was like, I'm down. Because this is a real thing. Once you get your first tattoo, you want more. No matter if it was a good experience or a bad experience, you want more, period. It's like, I kind of want to get a tattoo, and I was like, I'm down if you're down. Like, I was like, I'm game, let's go. And so we drove from Wailuku to Lahaina. she has the sun and I have the moon. And yeah, I mean, we decided to get the sun and the moon. I know it sounds really basic. I am more of a moon type of person, and she is more of a like sun type of person. Like she's like super morning person, like smoothies. She likes to go on hikes and runs, and she's very like upbeat and active. And on the other hand, me, I'm very like nighttime oriented. I go to the gym at like 12 o'clock in the morning or 11 o'clock at night. I don't know, I like to do things at night. I'm not the biggest morning person, but like if I have stuff to get done, I'm gonna do it in the morning because that's the best time for me to do all of my things that I need to get done, because at nighttime I want to do what I want to do, if that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, so she got the sun and I got the moon. For my third tattoo, I'm trying to think which one it was because I kind of forgot the order. You know what, I'm just gonna go with like, I'm gonna go out of order now because I don't know which one was my third tattoo. So I got this guy, these guys, and we're just gonna go with this wave. So for my third one, I have this wave on my wrist, and I got this one with one of my really good friends. We kind of just went on a whim and we were like, let's just go get tattoos. And she has a wave going across her wrist and I have one going horizontally on my arm part. And yeah, we both just have waves and we were like, this is cute. It's like really basic, but it's only basic if you make it basic, I feel like. But yeah, so pain wise, oh, I didn't even say it, this was $80. The moon was 80. And so pain wise for the wave, I'm gonna say like a 2 or a 3. It kind of hurt when it got up to like this part right here, but it was just like a little sting. It wasn't anything crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna say like a 2 or a 3 for the wave. And I think I got the wave and my next tattoo at the same time. So both of them together were 120. So my next tattoo is a lotus on my back. It's very small. It's like right at the tip of my spine. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. You can see it. This little guy. So I got this wave and that lotus at the same time. And the lotus, I'm gonna say probably was like a 3 at the most, because the skin over there is so like thick, it doesn't really hurt. Like the thicker the area of your skin, it's not gonna hurt that much. Like the forearm area over here, it doesn't hurt at all. And so yeah, it didn't hurt at all back there, and it's not like my favorite tattoo, but I'm not gonna complain about it because it's cute. I like it. Whatever. It did definitely spread over time, like a lot. The ink, it used to look thinner. Now it's like extremely thick. Didn't really hurt at all. And for both of these tattoos, it was 120, I believe. So something about tattoo shops that might, like some people might not know. If you have tattoos, you know. But tattoo shops have a minimum. Mostly on Maui, the minimums go from 80 to 150. And that's like their starting cost. So like depending on size, where you're getting it, how long it takes to do the tattoo, they charge basically by the hour. And off of those other 2 things that I listed. For my next tattoo, I believe after I got the lotus, I got, oh, I forgot about this one. This was before the Lotus, but I'm gonna talk about it right now. So I got this one right here. It was my 19th birthday. I kind of just woke up in the morning and I was like, I want to get a tattoo. And my mom was just like, okay, that'll be your birthday present. And so she took me to a tattoo shop. I got it done. I don't know how much it was because I didn't pay for this one. My mom paid for it as like a gift. The pain level, I want to say 4 or 3. It wasn't too bad because, like I said earlier, anything kind of like on the forearm area is not bad at all because the skin is so thick there. So yeah, that one didn't really hurt that bad, and it took probably like 10 minutes to do. But yeah, I don't even know what kind of flower it is. I just saw it on Pinterest and I was like, that's cute, put it on my arm. And I don't regret it. A lot of people love this tattoo. They think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. But a lot of people, this is a lot of people's favorite tattoos. When I have people approach me, they're like, oh my god, this is my favorite one. Or some of my friends, this is their favorite one. So after that tattoo, I got this tattoo on my arm that everyone freaks out about. I don't know why. But that's what it looks like. Just goes all the way around my arm. Up close. That tattoo I got on a whim. I went to the tattoo shop with my friend, and the same friend that I did this with, she got a tattoo at the time too. I follow a bunch of people on Instagram that are like tattoo artists in the mainland, and I forgot who it was, but I believe it was somewhere in New York. But this guy did a tattoo on this other guy's leg, and it was the same concept with like the cuff, and I was like, wow, I really like that, that's cool. I went to my tattoo artist and I was like, yeah, I want to do something like that, but on my arm, and I want it to be like completely different. I just like the cuff idea. And he was just like, okay, yeah, cool. So he took his pen and he like drew on my arm, did the whole thing, and I believe it took him about 3 to 4 hours because he wanted to get the lines like really straight and nice, which I appreciate, him being very OCD. So yeah, it took about 3 to 4 hours, and I think it costed me $400 in total plus tip. So the $400 is including the tip. After this tattoo, I believe I got my Two-Face on the back of my arm, which I will show you. This one. So that tattoo simply stands for being a Gemini. That's it. Nothing special. I really like the idea of a continuous line, and I was like, that's cool. I'm gonna put it on the back of my arm, right above my elbow. I believe that one costed $100. And the pain for this one, I'm gonna go with like a 4. Because when it got close to like down here, I don't know why that hurt so much. But yeah, I'm gonna go with a 4 on that one. My next tattoo after the Two-Face one, I believe is my peony, right here. So this bad girl it's also not finished, as you can tell. It's not finished yet, but it took the artist 5 hours to do it. 5 hours. I think this tattoo was probably the worst pain I've ever felt. I'm gonna give it probably like a 7. Only because she was a beginning tattoo artist. Like, she just started her tattoo career and she did really good though. She was just starting off in her tattoo career, and I took it upon myself to give her my arm for practicing, and she did a really good job, you know, for a practicing piece. And it's not finished yet, so hopefully one day it gets finished. I like it. It's my first really thick piece, so I was like really scared, but it came out pretty dope. Her shading, she did a great job on shading. Usually that's the hardest part for a new tattoo artist to get down, is the shading. But yeah. So after this tattoo, I got 2 tattoos at one time. Usually I like to do that when the shop minimum is like $80, so I want to get like, or even $100. I want to get like my money's worth, you know, so I'll get like 2 or 3 at the same time. But after this one, I got 2 more tattoos. I got my crystal on the back of my ear or neck. It's kind of in like a weird spot. It's like not behind my ear, and it's not like on my neck. It's like right in the middle. I got my crystal, and then I got my mom's name on my shoulder. I mean elbow. On my elbow. And so this is my crystal, if you can see it. Super cute. I love it. This is like my little guy. And my mom's name. And that isn't actually my mom's handwriting. I made my mom like write her name on a piece of paper, and then I took that paper to the tattoo artist and he tattooed it on me. Pain level, I'm gonna say a 1. It took like probably a minute to do the name one, and then for this one it probably took a minute or 2, but 0 pain. I'm gonna say like a 0 to a 1. This one I didn't feel at all. It was kind of just like a weird sensation of like vibrating against my skull. But yeah, it didn't hurt at all. I thought it was gonna hurt a lot, but it didn't. So I was kind of shook. Both of those together I got for $100. I got this crystal because I practice with crystals all the time, with healing. I'm not like the biggest like crystal fanatic, and I don't know everything about crystals, but I have quite a collection, and I have a few that I keep in my truck with me that draw out negative energy whenever I'm feeling like mad or just I don't feel right. I have those specific crystals with me that can help. Use essential oils and crystals a lot for just sickness and when my stomach is feeling upset, and I really depend on them. So yeah, I got that crystal for that exact reason. My mom laughed so hard when I got it. She calls it a rock. And yeah, I love it. So a little backstory on why I got my mom's name. I got my mom's name because she was really sour that I was working on getting my biggest piece, which is on my back. I have a dragon, and I was in the works of getting that all worked out so I could get it done. And I got the dragon for my dad, and my mom was just like, oh wow, you're not gonna get one for me, like as a joke or whatever, but I knew she wasn't joking. So I got her name tattooed on my elbow. And you know what, I actually really like it. It's cute, and I like how he lined it up like with the ends of that tattoo, so it looks dope. And it says Kahoneni, which is my mom's middle name. So yeah, after I got my mom's name, I pursued with getting my dragon, and it's literally my favorite piece out of all my tattoos. The guy who did it managed to make something so vicious and so intense look so soft and just so beautiful, but at the same time powerful, and I'm so happy with it. So I was really thankful because I'm the kind of person, when I'm gonna get a tattoo, I'm gonna get it like today or the next day. I don't like book appointments ahead of time. I kind of just like know what I want and then I get it. So I was really thankful for this, the guy who did my dragon. If you're on Maui, I really highly suggest you go to him. His name is Mark Gano. Instagram is One Speed Tattoos, and I'll put that in the description below. And I just highly suggest him. He's such an amazing artist. Like, it's insane. And I was so thankful that he had a cancellation, because the day before I was like messaging like 2 other people, and they were like, oh yeah, like we'll see next month or blah blah blah, and I was like, okay. And then one of the people that I was messaging, I had spoken to them before about it, and they still didn't get it, like they still didn't draw it up. So I was just like, all right, like whatever, I'm just gonna figure it out on my own and find somebody else, which is fine, it doesn't really matter. And so I remember one of my friends got her dragon done by him, and she gave me his Instagram handle. So I messaged him on Instagram and I was like, hey, I know this is like a shot into the dark, but if you have any openings, please let me know. I want to get my dragon piece done on my back. And he messaged me back like, I think an hour later, and he was like, hey, yeah, I got a cancellation tomorrow at 10 a.m. And I was like, the gods have answered my prayers. I went there the next day and got my dragon done, and it's literally my favorite piece ever. But I'm just gonna show it to you now and stop talking about it because I'm rambling. Yeah, so that's my dragon. It's my baby. It's my favorite piece. I love it so much, and I don't know what my life would be like without my dragon on my spine, honestly. I get so many compliments on it, and I swear to you, after I got it done, I went straight to the mall and bought like a million backless things, like shirts, dresses, like all kinds of shit, bodysuits. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get this huge dragon on my back, I'm gonna show it off, pretty much. So for cost wise, it was $370, I believe, but I gave him $400 as like plus the tip, and it took 3 hours, I believe, 3.5 hours, something like that. So the pain for the dragon, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, it was like a 4 or like a 5 at the most. It did not hurt at all. There was only one spot where it hurt once, where I actually felt it, and I was like, oh my god. But then it was over after, because it's literally just a line. It's not gonna take that long. And yeah, I was honestly so shook, because it was my first spine tattoo, so I was like, oh my god, this is gonna hurt so much. But it didn't hurt at all, and I was so happy. And he's so light-handed and like delicate. The tattoo looks so delicate. And if you guys want to see like close-up really nice pictures, you can follow my Instagram. I'm gonna put it either right here or below somewhere. You can check his page out. He has pictures of my dragon and all the other tattoos that he does. For my last tattoo, as of right now, because I plan to get many more, it's my sternum piece. That's my sternum piece. It's a avapuhi with a monstera and a bird of paradise. This guy, I got it last month, and it's beautiful. I'm in love with it. I've always wanted a sternum piece, and I was really scared that it was gonna hurt a lot. And there was moments where it hurt. I'm gonna give it probably like a 7. When she was doing it, I literally felt like she was tattooing my bone. And it was bearable. It wasn't like crazy, and I could handle it. So yeah. Cost, I got this tattoo along with my boyfriend. He got a numeral 4, and our tattoos together costed, it was like $200, I think. not including her tip. But yeah, that's one of my other favorite tattoos. It's so beautiful and it's in such a cute place. And I don't really have boobs, so it kind of works out in my favor in a way. That is all of my tattoos. And I feel like I missed a lot. Like, I feel like I missed some things to say, but I can't think of it right now, so oh well. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, that's cool too. You don't have to like it. I hope that you all have an amazing day. And if you would like to, you can totally subscribe to my channel. It's gonna take me some time to get the hang of this and like editing and figuring out YouTube, but that's fine. Practice makes perfect. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have an awesome day.